Hey, I'm back again with my next video. How's it going, everyone? So yeah, what we're going to do is carry on this build. Just go on a little quick recap of what we've done so far. So essentially, we're doing an unofficial build. This is part 2, and this is the entrance. Now, this location, just in case you haven't, you've missed it, is 51.3 by 40.8. And we're kind of trying something a bit new with the entrance here, because normally when I build in this entrance or this area on unofficial servers, we tend to block all this off really, and then have an entrance that goes like across the top here, and we just have one hatchway in. But I thought I'd go for something a bit different. I thought we'd try and keep the entrances all snug in, tight, to the edges. We still haven't fully finished it yet, so that's why it looks a little bit messy, I suppose. But we've tried to kind of keep it, like I said, as very tight into the wall as possible. And this here will be like a massive turret wall, so as soon as you come through from up underneath, or from that small entrance over there, which you have to crawl through, you're gonna get lit up basically. You can probably a very, 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 very big push. Well, I wouldn't say a big push. You could probably fit a golem up here, so it's probably worth having a few flame turrets along here, across as well. So. Like I said, this is unofficial, so if you are playing official, this is not the video for you, unfortunately. I do plan to do some official builds and what have you, but right now I'm just on the unofficial side of things because quite a few people that I know of play unofficial, and there's a few people on request wanting me to build, not just in this location, but I've been asked to build in another one by someone else. So, but we'll finish this one off first, and then we'll move on to another build. Afterwards. So yeah, we've built this first turret wall. My recommendation is try and fill all of this in with foundation. Now the reason I say that is because foundation is 15,000 HP and a wall is only 10,000 HP. So if you fill this all in with foundation as much as you physically can, that would be much better off for you. Once you've got like a tech generator, really one will be able to power the entire base, but you're obviously going to want to put more than one down in case one gets destroyed, although it's very unlikely that anyone's ever going to get to the back end anyway. But I'd put maybe 3 maximum, maybe 1 in this chamber, possibly 1 in that little hidden room there, and then 1 in this chamber here, and then the 3 will just power absolutely everything. But if you haven't got a tech generator, my recommendation would be to do something along these lines. So you put a generator here, S+1, whatever you want to do, and then start building the wrong button, the internal wiring, the hidden wiring, and then you can just strap that all the way across the wall. You can also check the radius of this anyway by holding it down and where's the button? Oh, there's no option on this one. I thought there was. Show wires only. Oh, I thought there was an option to do like a show radius on there. Maybe it's just for the tech one only. But they usually, power up quite a lot. This one up here will probably power all of this wall, but you might want to put a second one just down here inside the wall. And they're worth keeping anyway, because if your tech ones go down, no one's going to know these are here. And the chances are no one's going to blow up the entire wall. What they're going to do is, if they do eventually get past it, they're going to try and blow a hole in one of the walls, or even this door if they can get to it. But that's a lot of soaking. If you can get a good couple of thousand in each turret, at the very, very bare minimum, it's a lot of soaking just for this first chamber, and especially as we haven't finished over there yet, and we're also got no defenses underneath the base. So let's imagine that they get through here, they get to this point. There is a heck of a lot of soaking still to go at this point here. It's almost going to be not worth it in the end. They're just going to die and lose so much stuff to it. And even if they got through this first layered wall, there's going to be another one, and then possibly another one, and maybe even one more after that. Do you know what I mean? So there's going to be a hell of a lot of turret walls blocking their way. As stated in the previous video, it's probably best early on to keep an entrance above, like, remove some of the walls above. I mean, we have gone wall here, actually, to be fair. I probably should have just stacked foundation straight away. But there's no harm in stacking wall up and then foundation, because if they blow through the wall, they're probably not going to blow through the whole foundation. It might be a little bit of splash damage. Not really sure on that one. I'd probably have to test that one out with some C4, actually. But there's no harm in just sort of like, you know, blocking this off like this with the wall as well at the front, so you're obviously going to want this here so you can get through. It's not a problem at all. You know, you could just literally block all this off. We'll have a generator in here, I should imagine. But the hidden wiring is really, really good. It saves you having loads of wires on show. It's just this stuff here, basically, internal wiring, that's what it's called. Oops. I probably will just put a tech generator down for the benefit of the video, but just to show you like what you can do now, you can sorry, get there in the end. You can like hide your generators inside. You can then block it off like so, and obviously all you're going to need is the generator. In fact, to be fair, you're only going to need like one hidden wire there, I think. So keep forgetting that I can do this. So you can just do that. Stick an outlet maybe there. So it works like normal wiring, basically, except it's hidden. That's it. That's literally it. I don't know if anyone knows of it, but if you don't, then it's probably best. That's my recommendation. And then you just block all of this off like so. I'm not sure about above here now. It's definitely risky trying to. Look, there's plenty of thickness between that and that, so I wouldn't go blocking in like the very small gaps like so with foundation. I mean, it's like I said, it depends on the rules of your server. Providing it's on show and it can be destroyed, that's all I really care about. I don't know about, you know, other admins and stuff like that, but the server I'm playing in, obviously you can't mesh. Like, you can mesh sort of, but you can't mesh foundations like fully, because they can't be destroyed then. But this is what I would do. If you're worried about it, just use walls, basically. That's my recommendation. If you're really worried, see, look, that sticks through there, so we're going to have to demolish that one. So it's worth just make sure you keep checking above the ground. See, look, that wall there showing through top. So again, probably I think it's that one, isn't it? Oh shit, that one. It's that one. Yeah, it's that one. So maybe a slope one, a slope wall would probably be the job there. We'll do the job there. Sorry. I'm gonna have to go around the other side for this. But yeah, that's my recommendation. Just be careful with your meshing, because, like I say, some servers are just really strict on that kind of thing. But I don't see a problem maybe with the slope wall there. It shouldn't stick through, to be honest. I mean, really, not really going to get many turrets on this one anyway. It's just mainly because of being a bit sort of. Is that it? Ah, we got that level. Oh, we haven't got it level. Damn it! I can't get that level to save my life for some reason. I don't know why. Ah, there we go. There we go. That's a bit better. We do the same with this one. Probably not. Yes, we can. But it does that stick through the top? Doesn't look like it. No, that's all good. Obviously, I'll remove this one here. Might as well try and do it while I'm here. Let's try and get that sticking through. There is it. Here it is. Okay, so we've sort of kind of, you know, fixed that a little bit there. That's all right. I'm not bothering through there, I don't think. I'm not sure how thick that wall is. It's quite thick, actually, so I probably could do. But right now, it's not that important. You might want to block that off with a sloped wall. I don't see why not. It really depends how OCD you are, because you're not going to be able to fly a terror through that anyway, so Like I say, it depends how OCD you are. I would probably block it in because I really hate any kind of, you know, I'm a bit OCD like that. I like everything to be snug and nice and neat and tidy. This is what I'd do here. Just block all this off as much as you physically can. I'm not sure if we can do that bit, but we can certainly try. Just keep checking. You have to keep going above ground just to make sure it should be thick enough for the most part. Yeah, that's fine. I think all of this will be fine. Again, hidden wire here maybe. Outlet. I haven't got one on me, so back at the thingy. In fact, let me go and get one. Just for the benefit of showing you what to do with it. You know, I know people are not stupid and they know what an outlet is, but just doing things just to show you guys, like, you know what I mean. But definitely foundations are the way to go because of the 15,000 HP. I wouldn't even have it sticking out like that. I'd make sure it was inside the wall, and then boom, boom, block it off. You know, that's what I would do. Exactly like that. Now that should not be sticking through there. That's fine. Plenty of... yeah, that's fine. And all of them can be destroyed, so... I mean, in behind here, really, I hadn't actually thought about what I was going to do with it. I guess, really, you could kind of block it all off if you wanted and have like maybe a secret room in here. Or you could just leave it completely bare. I don't know, maybe I'll think about that one as we're going on. Definitely block all this off now, so... Not sure if that will stick out there. I think it might, but we'll just test it. Let's just have a quick look. I reckon it will be. Ooh, I'm surprised. I'm shocked. Oh, of course, there's a big thick layer there, isn't there? So it's not like it is up here. Yeah, it's different. Okay. All right, so that's the sort of the first wall almost completed. Should just finish this little bit off here. I think I might get away with that, possibly. No, because I can't get it in there at the moment. This is, for me, this is definitely the way to go, using these foundations. If they stack, get them to stack, basically. Oh my god, I can't even spell. Just purely, like I said, purely because of the 15k HP instead of the 10k HP. I mean, you can do it with walls as well. Why not? I mean, I could even put walls on the outside of this if I really wanted to. It might not be a bad shout, actually. Just we'll have to test the splash damage, to be fair, on C4. Let's just see now if that's sticking through. No, so none of that's sticking through at this end, because this end is like really thick mesh, or thick terrain, whatever you want to call it. It's not going to stick through here, which is good. It's only on these thin parts up here that it will do. So again, if you really want it to be anal, that can still be destroyed in there, so it's visible, it's not meshed into the, you know... If I started somehow, you know, putting the whole foundation in the mesh, I could understand it, but that's not... That's fine, look, see? You can visibly see it, you can destroy it, so it's not like it's... it's not like it's fully meshed. I think I'll just leave it like that, though, for now, because you can kind of get the gist of what's happening with it. I might even just do like an extra door there as well. I think a double door would be a good idea. As many doors as you can get hold of. You want to make it as like physically difficult as possible for people to get in. So the reason I put the door down this end was in theory because last time we did it we had the entrance, so we didn't have all this entrance like this. We only had the one entrance at the top, as I said earlier. So if someone got through this top entrance here, they'd have to go all the way down to the bottom to get to the door. Because most people try to blow through doors, it's a lot easier to get through. Because well, that's 10k HP, that's 15. Do you know what I mean? So if you get through the door, and then we would normally put the next one up there, and then the next one down the bottom, and so forth. So you're constant. It's a bit of a ball ache for the tribe who have to keep running back and forth, you know, like up and down in zigzags, but. It depends. It's up to you how you do it, but I want to make it as annoying and as hard as possible for people. So that's pretty much that first wall sorted out. You've got your generators hidden, and obviously if you know how to use the transfer tool, all you have to do is keep just transferring gasoline. So you just go, you know, whatever you need to do up here, search for your gasoline in there, and then put it all into your electrical generators, transfer, boom, done. So, you know, that's it. I mean, if you wanted to put, like, I mean, I could do it, get some gasoline now, just give me a second. Don't know the spawn code offhand. So what I'll do is I'll spawn in some gasoline. Obviously I can't turn them on now without access to them. Providing you keep them all topped up, it'll be absolutely fine. So if I just go 100, boom, there's 100 gasoline. You just transfer it. You literally don't have to manually go to anything. This is the beauty of S+. Just gasoline, personal inventory, and then electrical generators, and it will transfer that evenly between the two. I think we put it there, didn't we? Yes, we did. There's 50 in that one, and then there's 50 in the other one, so. And that's hidden away. And that's all you have to do. You'll never have to go to this manually ever again. As long as you keep them topped up, they'll keep everything operational. Is it that one? Oh, it wasn't. It must be this one. There we go. Process of elimination. Turn it on. The outlet's going. Block it back in. Job done. And then any turrets now that you place up here will automatically start working. And like I say, all you have to do is use the transfer tool to keep topping up your generators, and job done. Okay, so moving on to the next wall. Moment, let's just take 61 for now. Drop that back in there. I really need to put a tap down, but I just keep forgetting. I'm in like the zone of doing the video, so it's not really. Next time I'll have a tap down, I'm sure. So I'm going to do it like evenly as much as I physically can. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 out, and then build the wall off of that. And then demo. That might be a bit close actually. Let's go for there instead, and then go. Yeah, that's better. That's a good distance, and it's an even wall all the way along. And then we'll go right. We'll probably go right back here this time round. And then we'll just build it up like so. Very similar to how we did the last one. Or the first one, sorry, the first wall. Exactly the same. I will use walls as well as... So I get the feeling that if you were to put some C4 on the wall, it would splash damage the foundation, but it wouldn't destroy both. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I'm hoping for anyway. Right, that should be fine there. Okay, but yeah, it's fine. Absolutely fine. So that'll be your next wall, essentially. And this wall will be identical to the first wall. The only difference actually we might do is probably here. Yeah, that's fine. We will add two doorways. So let's go for one here and here. Like I say, it will kind of be annoying, but at the end of the day, it's worth it. It's worth it. Having to go like from down this hill and then to here, it's worth it. Just to annoy people, it's worth it. You want your doors to be the most annoying as possible for everybody. That's how I would do it, like that. Let's build the next one up. So just take 100 walls, I reckon. I don't think I've fully leveled up on this, so it's 103. I could do it putting a little bit more into weight just for the video, or having a weight mod. We'll just do the front with walls. So boom, right, like so. Don't like that, but never mind. I mean, obviously, once you get to the tech point, I would recommend that you start replacing stuff with tech, especially at the front of the base. I think that might be alright because of that bit of terrain there, so should be able to do that all the way along and it not be a problem. Yeah, because it's right in the middle of that. That's a good idea then. So try and sort of like do it so it's in the middle of that bit of terrain, because then that will cover the wall and no one will be able to see it. So that's kind of worked out quite handy actually. Just fill that in for whatever reason. Again, you shouldn't be able to see that through there. That's perfect. So again, just fill all of this in. Should be fine through here because we've gone to the thicker part of the terrain. Yeah, that's perfect. Ooh, too fast there. So yeah, that's it'll be a real nightmare for anyone coming in to attack this. A real nightmare. And of course, again, we're going to do another one behind here. You know, maybe where I'm standing now, roughly, and then we'll just do one along the back wall. And I mean, it's a beautiful place to build. I absolutely love this place on Unofficial. I don't play Official anymore, to be honest. My opinions of it are just, I don't know, I hate it. I absolutely hate Official. I just think that, you know, there's, unless you're in like a mega tribe, and in which case even that's annoying, you're not going to get anywhere on Official. That's my opinion. It's just not a lot of reward. Do you know what I mean, for what you get? Sorry, for the amount of time you put in it, the amount of effort and time you put into it. There's not much reward. Whilst Unofficial, if you've got like a server with OGS, S+, things like that, you can get creative with stuff, you know, and it's much more exciting to be able to do that. I think it's, you know, you want to be creative and do things beyond just like, you know, the norm. Don't know. That's probably gonna. I don't know. No, that's quite good. You can really go in quite tight there. So that's good to know. So we can still carry on building along here, and it won't be seen on the outside. So perfect stuff. I mean, like I say, I'm not too bothered about like people being able to camo down into this, because all they're going to do is be able to see that you've got turrets here. At the end of the day, they might be able to see the secret room. So it might, if you could use this as a secret room, it might be worth kind of putting some ceiling above this and just kind of having it as a, you know, you could have it as a weapons room maybe, with a few beds in it. So you've got a few beds at the front, and then you can kind of just get to the front real quick. And that might be what I would use that for, actually. It's not a bad shout, to be fair. Yeah, I might do that all the way along, possibly. Or maybe just a small room in there with a few vaults that can... I mean, I play on a server with mini vaults, but you might not have mini vaults, so you could just fit some normal ones in there. The foundation sits snug anyway on top, so it can be destroyed. Yeah, I think that's probably the best bet. Okay, so that'll be your second wall now. We'll get some large hatch frames and do the same thing as we did before. So, large metal hatch frames, we're probably going to need some more than... Oh, that's a few more. Oh. Jeez, man, you really do need water in here. It's always best to have a good water access down here. It's the only downside with this location. Right, so... Start maybe there. Is that too far? No, that's perfect. Just making sure again that it's not going to be... Always conscious when you're building in locations like this, like because of server rules and stuff like that. I'm always conscious of, like, you know. But then again, this is only to give you an idea as to do with it. Like, I will probably just go like full on like that, because it's just, you know what I mean. Obviously, you want a bit of a gap here because of walking through the door. That's fine. To be fair, you can live with that, or I can live with that. But like that, I'd like it to be snug, OCD style. Very OCD when it comes to this kind of stuff. Although I am throwing this up a bit quicker than normal, and obviously I have all the resources available to me. So like when you're first building it, it's kind of a bit sort of messy to begin with, and then you sort of improve it as it goes on, because you obviously don't have all the resources to be, you know, at the beginning to do it. But this is going to be great. This is. This is still my favorite location on an official, even on any map as well. Like I think there's a somewhere similar to this on Aberration, or there's a couple similar to this on Aberration, but it's not quite the same. But I really love this location, so I'm hoping a lot of you do as well. Let's just fill in these little ones up here. And there we go. So that's that complete, I think. It is, yeah. So there's plenty of room in here. Ooh. Just for the benefit of OCD. Oh, we could probably fit another one up here as well. Not. Maybe we're struggling here. Definitely go up high there. That's fine. There we go. Beautiful. So that's your next layer, and essentially you'll end up repeating that all the way through. So there's your first wall of death. You come through, if you even get through to the next wall of death. Excuse me. And then you got, again, you'll have another wall of death in behind here. I don't know if we'll be able to squeeze in a sort of fourth one with the way I've built it here, but it just gives you an idea. I might just build one right at the back here, possibly. Can I build another one? Yeah, I think we might be able to. Might be able to squeeze 4 in here just about. Let's have a quick look, shall we? I think we'll have to build it like... If I do there, but I'm not going to be able to get it really snug to the wall, I don't think, because of that there. And again, the foundation's still visible, to be fair. Yeah, the foundation's still visible. I'm going to go with that. Screw it. Right, okay, so... Boom. Boom. 2, 3... Actually, that's probably where you want to build the next one. So that one can go. And that one can go. Yeah, I think that's about right. So the next one will go along about here somewhere. All the way along. Now, you could put generators in each one, each wall if you wanted to, which is probably not a bad shout, because you want as much generators as possible. So if one goes down, you've got the next one. Do you know what I mean? We won't really do that because we'll get to the point where there's like tech generators, but we'll still keep the original ones and keep filling them up. But it's entirely up to you how you want to do it. It's definitely worth. It's definitely worth probably having more than what we do, to be fair. Just because, I mean, I don't know. It's just like if one wall goes down and then the next wall goes down and they destroy the generators, you don't want these back ones going down. So, but even though you'll probably have tech generators anyway, or you might have a tech generator in here as well as a normal one, you could potentially put the tech generator on this middle wall here. But one tech generator will be enough to power the entire area, I think. And if you have that right at the back, no one's getting to it in a hurry. But it's maybe worth having 3. I've only got 2 spawned in right now, but yeah, it might be worth having 3, 1 in each sort of chamber. I think that'd be probably the smartest thing to do. Actually, let's just not do this yet. Let's build up this back wall here. Like so. Oh. Now this is the bit that I'm not really sure what to do with, like as I'm getting to here. Because I've not built it like this before, like in terms of snug against the wall. Do I go all the way along like that and build doorway? Yeah, do I go up here like so, which might be what I'm going to do actually. Yeah, I've got a bit of an idea for this. Come on, get in the wall there. Can I pick that up without that? Yes. So if I put a door there, and then I think what I'm going to do is build a big, not a behemoth gateway, but like just a regular gateway there. It'll probably be best to block that off at the top there as well. Let's just have a quick look at the foundations here. No, I'd probably be better off building up the top there somehow, rather than trying to squeeze in an extra like mini wall. So yeah, that gives you an idea of how you could do it. So that'd be like 1, 2, 3. That's 4 layers of wall, wall of death, all the way through. Like I said, I wouldn't be bothered about K-moding at this point. Early on, you just need to get something up quick. I would probably have this as one sort of area where we put forges in here, but we've kind of figured out a better place for forges now. It might be worth just having this as a secret vault room or something. You can always put some stuff up there. You can have like a wall of death along here. So, I mean, it's going to be so hard for anyone to kind of get in. It really is. Even if they get to this point, you've still got more turret walls to go. Even if they get round here, there's so much possibilities you can do. You know what I mean? There's so much. It's going to take hours and hours and hours of raiding, and people a lot of times don't have that many hours to raid. I mean, obviously some people do like to play the game a hell of a lot, but I tend to find that after like maybe the longest raid I was on was probably 6 hours maybe, and that's nothing really compared to a lot of people. But it does kind of feel like, I think once you get to, even if they got to the second wall, it's going to take such a long time that I think they just give up, to be fair. You know what I mean? They might come back and try and hit you again while you're weaker, but they'd probably give up for the day, maybe a couple of days before they came back, and it gives you time to kind of rebuild, repair, get some more turrets up quickly. And in the end, if it's like this, if it's like going to be a repeat of like hours and hours and hours of constant like raiding, eventually they'll probably just leave you alone, to be honest, and they'll go after a different target. It's a lot easier. It just really depends on their dedication and your dedication, to be honest. I tend to find that, especially on Unofficial, that most people tend to sort of not raid for that long, really. Well, I say not that long, but they would get fed up with this, put it that way. On the servers that I'm in now, in fact, funny enough, we were raided last night. Right, and we don't even have, so I'll show you exactly kind of what happened. And we don't even have like all these layers of walls up yet, we just have the first layer up. I don't think they tried to come up from underneath. I think they tried to come through this gap over here, if I remember rightly. And they pretty much blew up a few foundations and doors that we had about here. And that was about it. That was about it. And that was just, it was only a couple of hours of raiding, but that was literally all that. We didn't even have a dummy base on top or anything like that. We had none of that. They kind of blew up a little bit here, I think, because we only had like one turret here on the outside. And I think they probably thought, oh, well, we can get in quite easily. There's only one turret. But they blew a few up, and I'm pretty sure they got only about as far as where I'm standing now. That was it. And that was just with one layer defense. So, and this is one of the biggest tribes on the cluster that I'm on. So, I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. It's just hell. It's absolutely hell to raid. Right, I think it's going to suck a little bit, but I think I'm going to finish off that video there. It just kind of gives you like an insight as to what's going to happen. But I will do a longer video. I think I might just do like I might just do like maybe a live stream of this and kind of publish the whole thing. Oh, no, that's not the right word to say. Maybe do like a live stream of my next one, or maybe I'll do a longer video, like an hour-long video or an hour-and-a-half long video. I don't stream on YouTube. I tend to stream on Twitch, so maybe I could stream on Twitch and kind of upload it to YouTube if I do that. Maybe I don't know. Just let me know what you think, and then if you want to see me just do it live, I can kind of dedicate some more time to it then doing it like that. Because with this video, I'm kind of sort of like getting to a point where I think, wow, do I carry on? How long have I got? I've got other things to be doing at the same time, so it's kind of like I want to produce good content at the same time, but I'm kind of, when you're kind of in the middle of trying to do some other things as well, like it gets to a point where it's like, hang on, I need to stop now. But if I'm streaming and what have you, I can kind of do it live, and it's a bit more engaging, a bit more entertaining. I feel like because I'm new to all this video stuff, I kind of feel like I'm talking to myself. It's very strange, and I kind of am really. But yeah, I know that sounds really weird and stuff like that, but I guess it's just going to take a bit for me getting used to it. At least while I'm on Twitch, I'm kind of like interacting with people that that come on and what have you. I'll leave it completely up to you guys. Let me know what you think anyway. But yeah, that'll do for now. I think we have the makings of an excellent base here, and like I said, I've built here a few times. I'm going to try and do it a little bit differently on the stream, make it as best as I can. I mean on the video, sorry, not the stream. I'm just going to try and sort of make it better, you know what I mean? So that next time I build here, in the next season on my cluster, I can really improve my base. I can look at this now and I can think, well, actually, this is really good. This is kind of the best I've built the walls as well. I've built them even, and I've also, this is the first time I've kind of got that snug, because normally we have the foundation above ground level, but I've kind of got that really snug on there, and that's demolishable. So yeah, that's that'll do for now. But that's it. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 4 layers of wall so far. Not fully completed, but that's the idea behind it. It's kind of, yeah, this is awesome. This is. I mean, it would be kind of funny, wouldn't it, if they got to this point and they started blowing through this wall here, only to find a natural wall right behind it. I'd be laughing. Really would be laughing if they did that up here, like trying to shoot them and they're trying to blow through that wall. Oh, that'd be funny. But yeah, awesome. Okay, so anyways, guys, sorry it's a bit sort of noobish and amateurish, but I am off, so I'm waving to myself there, so I'll try waving to you guys. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think to streaming it. But yeah, excellent. Bye, everyone.